So this US oil analysis for Wednesday the 5th of September. Now let's just have a look where prices and where prices may likely go. So previously we've had prices test the 69.51. Did see the accelerated momentum, it was at 70.79. Broke above 70.79, didn't quite get towards that 71.50. Started to form a bit of a flag here on the US oil. Started to form a bit of a flag on the US oil. What we did instead see was we did see a breakdown, taking us beyond the 70.79, accelerated momentum, even taking us beyond the 69.51 more recently, towards this 200 period moving average. We've had a brief bullish bounce, retested 69.51, do appear to be rejecting. So if we do see this accelerated momentum here continue here to the downside, we are looking for a test potentially of that 68.19, successful break from which we then look for price to test at 67.73. In around 67.73, we do have that confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of a bullish bounce at that level. But if we're not able to hold that 67.73, the very next level of note here is at 67.12 on the US oil. If, however, we do see a bit of a turnaround and we do break back above the 200 and the 69.51 here on the US oil, we would then look for prices to retest the 70.79, successful break from which we're looking for a true test of the 71.50. And if we do see sufficient volatility to the upside, take us beyond the 71.50, the very next levels of note is, of course, the 72.39, and if we do successfully navigate 72.39, we will then look for price towards that 72.88 here on the US oil. What we'll do now is have a look here at the daily charts, see how prices are developing. Get the scale on here correct. So on this daily chart of the US oil, we do have the potential for a potential head and shoulder setting up. We do have a shoulder in around that $72, $73 a barrel mark. We've got the head around $75 a barrel. Now we have had this pretty strong rejection here of higher prices above the 70.79 as indicated by the wick. Pretty strong close near the lows of the day yesterday, and we are seeing a bit of bearish follow through. So previously we came down towards that 200 period average, found support, had pretty strong consistent buy side momentum before our most recent rejection. But if we were to see that continuation, we're looking to see how price will react towards a $72 and $73 a barrel mark to see if we do encounter major resistance, potentially putting in that shoulder at that level, and would set us up for a potential head and shoulders from which we would sell off from in around that $72, $73 a barrel mark towards a possible target in around that $63 to $64 a barrel mark here on the US oil. So we'll see if we do continue our uptrend towards that $72, $73, and if we do encounter major resistance, there are potential head and shoulders from a daily chart perspective coming into play to take us possibly back down towards that 200 period moving average and in towards that $64 a barrel mark target here to the downside. And of course, the head and shoulders could fail. We could go towards that 72, 73, have a brief pullback, then a break, and possibly retest that $75 a barrel mark. So that is a possibility. At present, we do appear to be going to a bit of a pullback, especially after seeing a pretty strong trend here to the upside. We'll see if we do maintain our bullish stance, or if we do go into a deeper retracement before heading up towards that $72, $73 a barrel mark. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US oil analysis. Thanks for watching.